Well, welcome back to the final part of our show. Going to chat more softball before we wrap it up. CJ, Mike joining me again. Got two questions for you guys. The first one, look, the Hogs won the SEC last season. We're 19-5 in conference play. Can they win it again, CJ?
I do have an answer for this one, Alyssa, and it's yes. I love what I seen from Gina Bloom in the circle this past weekend, and the hitting was sensational against Wichita State. They're 7-3 so far in the season, and two of those losses came from a ranked opponent in Washington. And the other was a lead that the Hogs had in the beginning, but it slipped away in the end, and Mary Half will get it going starting in the season. Trust me, she will get it going.
Mike?
I don't see it. Now, last year was a magic season, but to win the SEC, again, I think they're going to have to be better. And this team is not off to a good start, in my opinion. Those two losses, yes, to a 7th-ranked team, but also to Illinois at home. I saw a lot of strikeouts in that game. And ace pitcher Mary Half already has a pair of losses at 4-2. Arkansas finished the season at number 11 nationally. Good news, as you mentioned, Alyssa, they're still 8th. But right now, in spite of those 3 losses, not having to play Alabama, that may help, but I just think they're going to be targeted this year.
Yeah, I'm going to say no, too. And look, I don't think this team isn't going to be successful because I think they'll be competitive in the league. But again, Alabama, they don't play them, but they still have Montana Fouts. Florida is always good. I think that the league is just always hard. It's hard to win a championship, but I think that they still will be competitive. All right, finally, how far does this team go?
I say to an NCAA regional. Now, if that regional is at Bogle Park, then on to a super regional. But again, based on what I've seen so far, which is not nearly enough to make such a prediction, I see them in a regional, just not one at home. And if that's the case, I think that's as far as they get, and I hope they prove me wrong.
Well, this time, Mike, I agree with you. I say they get to the regionals as well this season. Coach Deifel talked about having multiple pitchers this season instead of just leaning on 2, and that would definitely help them in the long run. And I think having those arms at the end could take them to super regionals and maybe even beyond if those arms are healthy.
Yeah, I say super regionals. Look, they've gone to the super regionals 2 of the last 4 years, and then, of course, 2020 doesn't count at all because they didn't have a season. I think they can get there. Again, Mary Half, she said it. Oklahoma City or bust. It's Omaha or bust with the men's the baseball team, and so you never know. It's way too early for this kind of stuff. We just get to say it on TV and see if we're right in a couple of months. Let's talk about what's happening this weekend. It's going to be a fun season for both of them. The men, well, they're headed to the Round Rock Classic this weekend. Game 1 Friday against Indiana at 4. They have games on Saturday and Sunday at 4 as well. All of them are flowbaseball.com. And then the Woo Pig Classic, first day of action, canceled because of weather on Saturday. On Sunday, they play Kansas and Louisville. Monday, they will play Louisville and Nebraska. So it should be a lot of fun as we get ready for spring softball and baseball. It's going to be a lot of fun. For CJ, Mike, Nick, the whole entire crew, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night, everybody.